Hey everybody, come along with me as I vlog today and just share some of what I get up to. So obviously here I'm just waking up and I'm always a slow starter in the morning, but the first thing that I do is brush my teeth, or go to the bathroom, but then brush my teeth. So here's my tooth stuff, and now I'm combing my hair. I'm actually going to go exercise today. I've been doing that a little bit lately, and as usual, I don't like it, but I'm going and I'm doing it. So we got a gym membership. I've been using it and trying hard to at least go just a couple times a week. So I just put my hair in a braid. I always do this when I go to the gym. It's like my standard look, and I always wear like the same type of black leggings and the same couple of t-shirts. So it's kind of like my little very boring gym uniform. I also put on some sunscreen before I left. And now it's time to feed the cat. Before I can go to the gym or really do much of anything, I have to feed the cat in the morning. So I wanted to show him and say good morning, but he's not being terribly cooperative because he just wants to be pet and he wants to be fed. But here he is, just walking back and forth, little cutie. There he is, my little handsome guy. Hugo was at the vet recently and they said that he's ever so slightly pudgy, so he's on a bit of a calorie restriction now, and frankly it's not really much different than what we were already feeding him, so I don't know how much it's going to help, but we are monitoring his calories a bit more, and in hopes that he slims down a little bit and they can feel his ribs better, because that was part of the problem, they said. But also he's going to need exercise, and good luck with that. So as I fed him breakfast and hung out and got my stuff ready, and I also had, well, not really breakfast, but I have a little protein bar. We watched the Golden Girls. Here's the protein bars that I really, really like. They're Lara bars, I think that's how you say it. And all the flavors I've tried so far are really good. So I had the apple pie one this morning, and I packed my little gym backpack. I always bring water. I always bring my wallet out of my regular purse. And I just have my little backpack mostly ready to go, so it's easy to leave the house and go to the gym. Here I am walking in. If it's not as easy as possible for me, I'm not going to do it. So I didn't show anything in the weight area because there are a lot of other people around, but I did get to spend a few minutes in an exercise room that nobody was in, like one of the group fitness classes. So it was empty, nobody was in there. So I got to go in and kind of do my own thing here. So here are some of the moves that I did. I don't know, those little bridge things and a plank on my elbows though, not on my hands, so it probably doesn't totally count. And then these little moves for my inner thighs, because the inner thigh weight machine has been broken for a long time at our gym. So I gotta find alternatives for that. And then I did a good stretch too. It was nice and quiet in there, and I could kind of take my time and use whatever I wanted to use equipment-wise, so that was nice. And then after the gym, I popped into the grocery store because I'm always popping into the grocery store. So this is a staple on my grocery list. It's my husband's favorite salsa. So this is what he recommends if anybody ever wants to try the Chi-Chi's salsa. It's got to be that specific kind, like the restaurant style. And then some other things. You can see I really got some healthy stuff there with donuts and ice cream and grenadine. I also got some vitamins, and these were allegedly petites, but it showed the size of the vitamin on it, and that did not look very small to me. So I got the Citracals, which weren't on sale, but that's okay. So here's just showing some of the things that I got. I got those donuts, I got corn, I got steaks, some cream cheeses, and peppers. I got red and yellow bell peppers, some of the Too Good yogurt. I really like that stuff. Oreo cones. I'll eat other junk food, but to be fair, I probably won't have any of those Oreo cones. And then I got some lunch meat for the boys' lunches. More donuts. They were buy one, get one free. That's why I got them. And I also got some ground Italian sausage, that's what's in the bag, and some Zevia colas for my husband. now it was time to make him lunch. So here's a lunch meat sandwich for him. I'm not a great or fancy sandwich maker. I just put on some things that I think he'll like, and he's not very picky at all, and it makes it very, very easy for me. So I just kind of, I don't know how much meat to ever put on or how much condiments, if he wants more or less of anything, but honestly he never complains or tells me to do anything differently, so I just keep doing what I do and he eats like anything no matter what I make, which is really nice of him. And I also put some cucumbers and ranch dressing on the side for him. I can't gauge anything. I've used so much ranch dressing there. He does not need all that. But there you go. So that's his little lunch. And then I went and took a shower. And this is one of the products I've been using on my face lately. It's rice water toner. I found it on Amazon. It doesn't irritate my skin, and I really like it so far. I also am finishing up this bottle of The Ordinary. I think that was niacinamide and zinc. A really light consistency, like a gel serum. I don't know if it's like a gel. Anyway, it's a serum. And I've been using it. I'm almost done with the entire bottle. I probably should have waited a little longer to put it on after the rice water, or maybe use a little less. Anyway, I like the product, but I'm not sure if I'm going to repurchase it. And then the CeraVe sunscreen is what I'm using lately, and also that Native deodorant. It smells like sugar or like candy. It smells so good. I decided to put on a little bit of jewelry because I wanted to, and I have a lot, and it's all out and it's a mess, and we were going to the eye doctor, so I wanted at least, I don't know, a little something on. You can see my jewelry is a mess. And then I had something to eat, so I had cucumbers and ranch and water, and then yogurt with fruit and granola. The world's best granola, by the way. I should have shown the bag, but I didn't. It's called Purely Elizabeth, and it's delicious. And this is us on our way to the eye doctor. I showed my cute sunglasses. That's the purse I'm using. And also I brought the iPad because heaven forbid I have to wait a little while without my iPad or something to do. They dilated our eyes at this appointment, and so they gave us those really hip, big, shady sunglasses. And I'm trying to see if I can tell that my eyes are dilated. They were just starting there and getting a little uncomfortable. I'm still playing Disney Collect by Topps on the iPad, by the way. Still obsessed with that game. Still play it every day. Checking out the eyeballs. I think I do that several times in this video. And then after we were done with the eye doctor, I came home and it was time to start dinner because the rice that I need for dinner takes a little over an hour in this rice cooker that we got. And this is the best. Having a rice cooker is absolutely the way to go, as opposed to when I was trying to make rice in one of my like Le Creuset pots on the stove. It just like burned or got too hot in there, and using a rice cooker is way, way better. I could barely read the screen there because of my dilated eyes, but I managed. And my sister wasn't feeling so great, so I made her a cup of tea, put a little half and half in, because either half and half or heavy cream makes everything better to me. So that was on its way. The rice was on its way cooking, and then I cleaned my peppers, and I took out things, other things I needed for dinner, like butter and garlic and mushrooms. My eyes were just being a pain. I mean, I know it takes a while for your dilated eyes to go down, but I just didn't love it. Like, everything far away was fine, but anything closer up was just not comfortable. And I know that's exactly how it works. So then I got to chop in some vegetables, and I think I used most of the peppers that I got cleaned up here, but not all of them, because I'm making like an unstuffed pepper mix, and I keep this in a regular rotation in our kitchen because everybody seems to like it. And this time I made it what I think is like a touch healthier, and I don't know if that was a big hit for everybody, this little spin on it, but that's okay. Like, I experiment sometimes. So instead of 2 packages of Italian sausage, I did 1 package, and then I did mushrooms, which you see I'm cutting up here, and some white beans. And I liked it better personally, but I don't know if everybody else in the house did. I was hungry and I could not wait for dinner, so I am eating a pastry here. It's called a Queen Amman, and it's delicious. It's from a bakery in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. So as dinner was cooking, I made this, I didn't make this snuffle mat. I bought this little snuffle mat or snuffle rug from Amazon for the cat, and I hid the treats in it. That was my contribution. I hid some treats in it, and I cannot hide them very well. Like, they have to be pretty easy to find because the cat has never had to work for food a day in his life. So, you know, even having to think or sniff around is like not his thing yet. So I'm just trying to encourage a little more play and a little more thinking on his part. And I make them pretty easy to find. And yet, he still gets a little confused. But it's really cute to see him play with it anyway and to try and find his treats. So that's what he's doing here. This one was funny because he looks like he's licking the treat or eating the treat a couple different times. And he licked it, but he didn't eat it. He just left it there. And then I'm trying to help him find it. And he's still just, I don't know, maybe he doesn't like the treat enough, or he just doesn't get the idea. See, again, he's not good at this yet. So the peppers and garlic and onion were still cooking on the stove. They need a little while. And then I put some seasoning in. Let's see, I did Italian seasoning. I did nutritional yeast. And then I think I have the all-purpose kind of a seasoning. Yes, the all-purpose, salt-free. So I use some of that. And then I also use the Lowry seasoned salt. I made myself a little drink that was some tea. And then I put some like Propel lemon powder or something in it. It had a bit of electrolytes. So I whisked those up. I've really been liking drink powders for the last couple of months, and so has my husband. They just help make drinking water a little bit easier for us. And here's dinner mid-cook. I added some butter and some frozen spinach. And after dinner was done cooking, my sister and I went out just on a short walk around the neighborhood. And these are how some of the flowers in our yard are doing. I'm definitely more of a black thumb than a green thumb. I tend to kill everything or like just accidentally let everything die. But so far things are still alive. And those pretty flowers there, that plant was one that she picked out actually. And those little flowers have been blooming nicely. So I'm happy about that. So here we are just going around the neighborhood. And we came across this tree at a neighbor's house with these pretty dark pink flowers on it. I don't know what kind of tree this is, but I think it's really nice. And I wish that we had a tree like this in our yard, but we don't. And there's the finished product of dinner that I ate once we got home. It probably doesn't look delicious, but it actually was pretty good, if I say so myself. And it has a lot of cheese in it. Besides putting plenty of seasonings, you've got to put a lot of cheese. So I ate dinner. I played Dreamlight Valley, another game I'm completely obsessed with. And The Avengers was on, so I watched that for a while. Now I'm getting ready for bed because the plan was to get ready for bed kind of early and then go downstairs and like paint some acrylic nails and do like put nails on and stuff. But that didn't pan out. So anyway, so I got ready for bed, and the first product I used was like that snail serum or something. It's kind of popular. I've seen it on Instagram and TikTok. And then this is a moisturizer I'm using sometimes, and I got that from my sister. I think she found it at Target, and that brand I think was called Bioma. I tried to read some of the bottle to tell you a few things about it, but I couldn't because of my eyes. And then that's some crepe cream from, what was that, Gold Bond, and I've been putting that on my face and neck. It says it's for body, but I don't care. I'm still gonna try it on my face and neck and chest, and it doesn't seem to bother me or anything or irritate me, so that's good. I also am still on my anxiety medicine, so I'm taking that. And then last for my skin is tretinoin, which I've kind of started like several months ago, but I started it super slowly because my skin is prone to irritation. So that is definitely key in not having it be too much and like make my skin red and irritated and painful. And then that tretinoin was the last thing I put on, and I like to put it on after my moisturizer. Then I put on my lip product, and it's usually some type of Vaseline. So I have either a cute little like pink tin of scented Vaseline or that big old tube. It's like an all over body Vaseline or something, but I just use it as like a giant chapstick basically. So I'm back downstairs. My husband was playing Star Wars on the TV, some Star Wars game on the PS5. So I watched him play that for a little bit, and I played Dreamlight Valley again. So if you're playing Dreamlight Valley, please let me know. I don't know how I just wiggled around that little tree, but I managed that. I'm trying to play one-handed right here at this part so that I can hold my phone. I don't know what's going on with my Valley. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty much caught up with oh no, I have one quest left for, sorry, this is a spoiler if you didn't know. I have a quest for Nala left, but I haven't like gotten my whole Valley really nicely organized or decorated or anything, so I'm still working on that. Then the cat wanted to come over and kind of cuddle and see what I was doing and smush the blankets and making biscuits. He wanted to make biscuits with his little paws, so that's what he's up to. He likes to be in our business and see what's going on. And of course I love it when he is, because I like cuddling with him. And otherwise, that's pretty much it for the day. I didn't end up doing my nails because my eyes were still so dilated that looking at anything, again, that smaller up close was not comfortable. So I'll have to do those another time. Anyway, thanks very much for watching and hanging out with me today. Sorry it's so dark here, but the cat and I say goodbye.